Greetings everybody and welcome to Just a Normie channel. If you're new, please like, subscribe, and share. And today we are going to talk about some weird real world facts and fun facts about the first female superhero in the mainstream, Wonder Woman. And some of the contributions that the person who created Wonder Woman contributed to real life situations. So here we go. Number 1. Wonder Woman's creator also invented the lie detector test. The real life of the man who created Wonder Woman is worthy of a movie by itself. William Moulton Marston, who went by Charles Moulton, was a Harvard grad turned psychologist and lawyer turned inventor turned comic writer. Now, what a combo on that, huh? Yeah, that's got to be kind of interesting, being a psychologist and stuff like that, and psychoanalyzing, because, comic book people, they really like to dive into a lot of different things and a lot of different lore and a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? So that, I think that kind of says a lot. He was also noted polygamist and cites his wife, Elizabeth Holloway, and the main woman they lived with, Oliver Brennan. With the influencing Wonder Woman, these two women, all of this, and he invented the polygraph test. That lie detecting lasso makes even more sense now, doesn't it? It's kind of funny. It's pretty cool. Number 2, she's worthy of welding Thor's hammer. We all know about Thor's hammer, but those who are worthy, just like Captain America, are able to weld Thor's hammer. That's just kind of cool, isn't it? Back in the 90s, Marvel and DC decided to play nice and not only cross over the characters so we could see what it was like to say Batman and Wolverine to team up. Oh, now that would be fucking awesome, right? But went a step further and even combined them, Batman and Wolverine, because of Dark Claw. During this brief shared universe moment, Wonder Woman encountered Thor and his hammer, Mjolnir. Turns out that unlike so many other comic book heroes, Wonder Woman is worthy and can actually wield the Asgardian weapon. Well, this is not surprised. I mean, the way that Wonder Woman was created, I'm not really all that surprised. Number 3, she was the first mainstream female superhero ever. When we think of female superheroes, we think of Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Supergirl, and the Black Widow. If you're a comic book fan, you also probably think of others like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Zatanna, and Hawkgirl. Either way, Wonder Woman is certainly the most iconic with good reason. She predates the rest by years, if not decades. She debuted in 1942. She just 3 years after Superman and 2 years after Batman. This was a time when superheroes really weren't really a defining thing yet, but were still separating themselves from their forerunners, pulp heroes like the Shadow, Conan, and Lone Ranger. The next big female superhero didn't debut until Black Canary in 1947. Batgirl wasn't until 1967, and then Captain Marvel not till 1968. That's decades, except for Black Canary. That's decades, everybody. Number 4, she's a founding member of the Justice League of America. She was the only female member of the team for years. The initial roster was Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Martian Manhunter. The team originally together when a race of aliens were competing to see who could take over Earth. The heroes have all teamed up to take them out, then became a team. That kind of makes sense though, you know what I'm saying? You hate somebody and then they become your best friend or something, Number 5. Other women have donned the mantle of Wonder Woman. Diane Prince is Wonder Woman, plain and simple. But like seemingly every other comic book icon, Wonder Woman is also a persona that has been adopted by other heroes. For short stretches of time, Other women have taken up the mantle, including Queen Hippota, Artemis, Aurora, Nimbia, Cassandra Sandmark, and Donna Troy, who went on to become Wonder Girl. Interesting. I never heard of any of those people. Maybe you all have. Let me know down below. I'd really appreciate that. Number 6. She's an Amazonian princess. Theracaria, originally called Paradise Island, is a whole island of Amazonian women who have existed beyond the influence of men and the world as we know it. The leader of this tribe of Amazonian badasses is Hippotia. I'm probably really butchering that. My apologies. Diana is her daughter. Later, Diane travels to man's world on a mission of diplomacy and peace. That's another interesting. But we can already know that from the Snyderverse and from our current, super movies with Gal Gadot as Superman. Wonder Woman. I'm sorry. I think she's a great Wonder Woman and stuff. I love Linda Carter too as well. I think they're two of the most prominent that have ever held the mantle as superhero woman. Number 7. She has more weapons than just the lasso and bracelets. When you think of Wonder Woman, a few key weapons come to mind. There's her lasso of truth, those bullet-deflecting bracelets, dubbed the bracelets of victory, and of course her invisible jet. There's actually so much more though. Wonder Woman also rocks a royal tiara, more effective than it sounds, battle axes, spears, mystic armor, and a magical sword, along with the mythical sandals of Hermes and gauntlet of Atlas. Oh, an array of superpower earrings. I didn't know about some of those things, but I guess they did depict them in the movies a little bit, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't know because I'm a normie, you know what I'm saying? Oh well. Number 8. She's been around for 70 years. She's been around longer than that now. She's got to be around 110 years maybe now. So she has been around as long as Captain America. Wonder Woman was created back in 1941. Her first comic was released right after the time of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Remember, December 7th, 1941 was the attack on Pearl Harbor, everybody. Think about that. The character of Wonder Woman was endured for 7 decades. Actually, I believe she's well over 100 right now. She's been an icon for women's rights since before Marvel was even founded. She predates Spider-Man by at least 40 years now. She's even more powerful than you realize. Number 9. Sure, there's the ones we all know and the powers everyone seems to have in DC after a while. Super speed, super strength, invulnerability, and flight. Those would be cool enough. That's quite the power set. But there are more. Wonder Woman, she also possesses a healing factor. Sorry, everybody. A yawn. Divine wisdom, super stamina, agility, the enhanced senses like sight, touch, and smell. Her secret identity is complicated. Number 10. In the original continuity, Diane Prince is Wonder Woman's secret identity as well as the identity of another real actual person. The real Diana Prince is a nurse who looks like Wonder Woman. When they meet at the hospital, the two make an arrangement in which Wonder Woman gives Diana the money to visit her sick husband, and Diana gives Wonder Woman her credentials and identity. It's just as weird as it sounds. Yeah, that is weird. In the continuity, however, Wonder Woman doesn't have a secret identity. She is publicly known as Wonder Woman. Number 11. Her origin has been revamped many times. This is a very interesting portion that I found the most interesting about Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's original origin was pretty preposterous, even by comic book standards, and as such has been revamped to keep up with the times. During the Silver Age and Bronze Age of comics, it was toyed with over and over as well, but just compare her original origin with her current one. Original origin was made out of clay by her mother, the goddess Hephaestus, and then other Greek gods bestowed life upon the clay, making Diana the only Amazonian not conceived by man, which I always found pretty interesting. That was the origin story that I've always known about Wonder Woman, so I don't know of any other. Currently, New 52 Origins, Wonder Woman's previous origin turns out to be a lie. She is, in fact, the product of an affair between Queen Hippolyta and Zeus. Then Hera and Zeus' wife swore that all Amazonians would forever be her enemies. And so in the New 52, Wonder Woman is a full-on demigod. Those are practically two different characters. Yeah, but they kind of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I think they kind of, I don't know, they kind of, in the same way, you know what I'm saying? Then she's half God, then, you know what I'm saying? And stuff. And what's the difference here? She was made out of clay and bestowed upon life of that clay by the Greek gods. What's the difference? The clay, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like natural conceiving with another man, or in this case, a god, Zeus. And if she is half Zeus, a god, her powers would also have lightning, wouldn't it? I don't know if Wonder Woman has that type, and it hasn't seen in that. So, number 12, she's been a leading lady in the animated world for decades now. It may have taken years to finally get a solo Wonder Woman movie going, but in the animated world, Wonder Woman has been a hardliner for quite a while. Since as early as 1972, she's been making appearances on other shows, with her debut of the Brady Kids. Diana Prince shows up too. Most importantly, she's been a core member of many animated teams of series: the Super Friends, Justice League Unlimited, Young Justice, and in the animated film in 7 Justice League movies to date, 2 Lego movies, Superman Batman animated series film. She appears on other shows: Superman Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Lego Batman, and had her own solo animated film in 2009. And in recent, Gal Gadot has been in Justice League, Wonder Woman 1984, and Superman vs. Batman under the Snyderverse. So, number 13. Her biggest weakness isn't kryptonite, it's bondage. Once you realize that her character was way into bondage, a lot of her early Wonder Woman stories start to make more sense. William Moulton Marston, a psychologist and professor, had plenty of kinks, but his fondness for BDSM-style shenanigans shines through the brightness in the comics. Wonder Woman's main weakness for years was that she lost all of her power when a man tied her up. Only if a man did it, though. Yep, that sounds like bondage does. That's just fucking weird, makes no sense. Is there something with the bondage of BSMM that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what would stop her from just putting your hands around her? Would that be the same thing as bondage? You know what I'm saying? Or holding her down by her arms and legs. Would that be bondage? That sounds more like rape. So, number 14 and the last one. She and Superman have been an item. In the classic Wonder Woman mythos, her main squeeze is Steve Trevor, a pilot who crashes on the Amazonian island of Theracria. More recently in the pages of the DC Comics, though decades of fan fiction have gotten canon. That's right, Superman loves Wonder Woman. After sharing a kiss in Justice League number 12, it's not long until their official couple of Superman and Wonder Woman 3. Yep, they even have their own title together. They've been dubbing them the Power Couple. Before that, they hooked up many times in alternate continuings, notably in Frank Miller's Hyperactive, The Dark Knight Strikes Again, and it's implied that Elsewhere's Epic Kingdom Come. So, that wraps up our fun facts and weird facts and real world and the creator of Wonder Woman I still have some really kinky shit going on there, but let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you think about this. Take care, everybody. Bye.